Alrighty. Welcome back to another edition of the Conscious Debriefing podcast. Welcome to the somewhat different podcast. It's now the 18th of April, 2020, day 23 of this lockdown. I decided to do something a little bit different. I think we've all seen too much of these podcasts about the economy, about the pandemic, and how the crime has been escalating and looting. Well, not really. According to the police minister, he reckons crime is curbed and that. Understandable. I mean, you're basically keeping people indoors. We've seen video footages of how the army is trying their utmost best to keep people indoors. And a lot of us we are actually complying. We are staying indoors, while others are not. Others are going out there and just fanging kak on it. So, okay, I wanted to play you guys two videos. One is on a comedian, George Collin, where he speaks about the fucking germ and how we're all a bunch of pussies. Okay, quite funny shit. And then the other one is about beer. People making beer. This guy has made his own recipe. So yeah, let me play it quickly and then we take it from there. Okay. Let's press player. Right, let's go.
That's what Americans do now. They're always willing to trade away a little of their freedom in exchange for the feeling, the illusion of security. What we have now is a completely neurotic population obsessed with security and safety and crime and drugs and cleanliness and hygiene and germs. There's another thing. Germs. Where did this sudden fear of germs come from in this country? Have you noticed this? The media constantly running stories about all the latest infections, Salmonella, E. coli.
Sounds familiar, eh? It's the shit we're experiencing now.
Hantavirus, bird flu, and Americans they panic easily, so now everybody's running around scrubbing this and spraying that and overcooking their food and repeatedly washing their hands, trying to avoid all contact with germs. It's ridiculous, and it goes to ridiculous lengths. In prisons, before they give you a lethal injection, they swab your arm with alcohol.
Glorious fucking alcohol.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Well, they don't want you to get an infection. And you can see their point. Wouldn't want some guy to go to hell and be sick. It would take a lot of the sportsmanship out of the whole execution. Fear of germs. Why, these fucking pussies. You can't even get a decent hamburger anymore. They cook the shit out of everything now because everybody's afraid of food poisoning. Hey, where's your sense of adventure? Take a fucking chance, will you? You know how many people die in this country from food poisoning every year? 9,000. That's all. It's a minor risk. Take a fucking chance.
Take a fucking chance.
Pussies.
Pussies?
Besides, what do you think you have an immune system for? It's for killing germs.
He's right.
But it needs practice.
He's right.
It needs germs to practice on. So listen. If you kill all the germs around you and live a completely sterile life, then when germs do come along, you're not going to be prepared. And never mind ordinary germs, what are you going to do when some super virus comes along that turns your vital organs into liquid shit?
Like COVID-19.
I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to get sick, you're going to die, and you're going to deserve it because you're fucking weak and you got a fucking weak immune system. Now, God damn it. Hey. All right. Let me tell you a true story about immunization, okay? When I was a little boy in New York City in the 1940s, we swam in the Hudson River, and it was filled with raw sewage, okay? We swam in raw sewage, to cool off. And at that time, the big fear was polio. Thousands of kids died from polio every year. But you know something? In my neighborhood, no one ever got polio. No one, ever. You know why? Because we swam in raw sewage. It strengthened our immune systems. The polio never had a prayer. We were tempered in raw shit. So personally, I never take any special precautions against germs. I don't shy away from people who sneeze and cough. I don't wipe off the telephone. I don't cover the toilet seat. And if I drop food on the floor, I pick it up and eat it. I eat it. I do. Even if I'm at a sidewalk cafe in Calcutta, the poor section, on New Year's morning during a soccer riot. And you know something? In spite of all that so-called risky behavior, I never get infections. I don't get them. I don't get colds. I don't get flu. I don't get headaches. I don't get upset stomachs. And you know why? Because I got a good, strong immune system, and it gets a lot of practice.
Yeah, no, yeah. All right. Yeah, you know what's ironic, eh? When we were kids, I mean, my mother always told me never to drink cool drink from someone else's bottle, never eat or take a bite from someone else's food. And I mean, we used to do this a lot in school. You go to school and someone brings out his salmis and it's got lekker hamburger patties on it. So you want to bite, you know. I remember in school there was always this one bully that always used to steal my salmis. So the one day I asked my mother, give me some Brooklex, please. And I put Brooklex on the bread. And he ate my bread and that was it. I never flippin' saw him again. He never flippin' asked me for my sandwiches again. Eh? But that was the thing. As kids, we grew up drinking off each other's cool drink bottles, eating each other's food and that. And it never did anything to us. And as time goes by, we change and the libertarian, most people out there come at them and they say, oh, what the fuck, why not, why not, why do we have to always listen to a mother and father? That's too much conservatism. You know what, it's strange though. I think conservatism at the moment is saving our lives because of the old ways in it. But yeah, never spit on the floor. You don't spit on the floor because, I mean, now with this COVID-19 cuck, I come home and I leave my shoes. I take my shoes off and I put them outside. You got to now take your clothes off, put your clothes in the wash, or what I do is I just put some hot water in with some soap powder and I put my clothes in. And you grab a wash. This is all the cuck that's been fed into your head on a daily basis. I mean, I'm an essential worker, so my family is at home, but I'm not. I'm in the security industry, so I got to go out there and perform my duties. So when I come home, obviously now, you know, the paranoia sinks in and you get all skeptical and you wash your clothes. But anyway, the second video I got here is this guy that makes this beer. Okay, and it's a touchy subject. A lot of us are not really allowed to make beer because of what the current media is saying, and they'll come to you and they'll lock you up. But I just want to play this video. It's quite interesting. So don't take my advice. I don't make beer. Well, okay, I'm being a bad influence. I'm actually playing you this video and showing you how this guy makes beer. So let me quickly get it set up. Okay, here we go.
Hey, mates. It's good to see you all. You see me here.
Sorry, the video is sideways.
Pineapple. And Sake Pineapple today is going to do lockdown or pineapple beer.
Notice.
What we need is about 5 liters.
Notice the guy wears big pineapple glasses. I suppose he doesn't want to be recognized by the authorities out there. Just now they come and arrest him. Where his location is, I have no idea. But yeah, interesting. Just have a watch here. Okay.
Liters of lukewarm water. We've got our sugar. We've got one pineapple here. About so much raisins and some yeast. What we do is we add our pineapple to our lukewarm water. Try to not let everything fall out. Try and catch most of it. You include the peels. Okay, then we are going to do some more fruitiness. You're going to put some raisins in here. Very easy.
Raisins, pineapple?
Sugar, brown sugar. That's about half a kilogram.
Half a kilo sugar.
And 10 grams of yeast.
The most important ingredient, the yeast.
Give it a good stir. Very good stir. We'll shake it up later.
Yeah, the dogs in the background are noisy, eh?
Okay, you scratch for a clean dishcloth, which you're going to put over there now. It's got to breathe. Otherwise, if you put that on there, we're going to have one moose explosion after 3 days.
Okay, he goes on and he says don't put the cap on, because if you put the cap on, you're going to have a Moose explosion, which is understandable because, I mean, yeast and the fruit that you got in there, gisses. What's the other word for it? But okay, you know what I mean. You can have a massive explosion. So I put the cloth on there. Leave it for 3 days in a dark, cool place, and then you got your beer. I think another name for it's called Inkomboti, you know, or Joburg beer, shake. Okay, now that's made with King Kong. Okay, but I reckon the taste is similar. Tastes like that sour beer. But yeah, more and more people are doing it. They are making beer. I know my one friend, she sent me a photo of a little contraption device that she made with copper pipes and gas stove and a pot, and then the copper pipe is going into another device, going through water, and then it's siphing out into another small little container where she makes rum. Okay, and yes, we all know that desperate times calls for desperate measures. So yeah, those were the 2 videos that I played for you guys. My podcast, there was a guest that I invited. Christoph said I must have a podcast with her because she represents the Korans a lot, and the Korans, is it Karens or Koran? Karen. Have a lot to say. Yeah, I don't know, flipping, you know, the Oaks come up with these new things all the time on the internet. So thank you very much, guys. Be strong. Are we going to get through? Is the lockdown going to be lifted at the end of this month? I have no idea. The economy is collapsing. More and more people are going to lose their jobs. A lot of people, in fact, end of this month are not going to get their salaries. There's been a lot of unfair dismissals at the moment. The list is endless, guys. It's endless. It's not cool. Are we going to survive? I don't know. Anyway. Guys, just be strong. Be safe. Take the precautions. Do what I do. If you want to take your shoes off when you get home, you're an essential worker, do it. Because they do say the virus does sit on the shoes, but I don't know, you know. There's just, like I said, there's just too many things on the media at the moment, and it's making us paranoid, and I don't want to get paranoid, which I am in a way, but I don't want to, because it's this feeling of fear. And we don't want to feel fear. We want to feel free. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what we want to feel freedom, don't we? Okay. Guys, thanks. Cheers. I'll see you next time. Cheers.